I'm not a constant live streamer, am I? Now listen, I come here as a means of therapy, family, camaraderie, sharing experiences, research and knowledge. Was it last night falling asleep with all that panic and anxiety? When I was falling asleep, I had taken melatonin, and it took me like an hour and a half, 2 hours to fall asleep. I had like night terrors because I was half awake, half asleep, and then jolt up. My mind would start racing, and I had extreme terror and fear that somebody would bust down my door. I was scared of like a strike team coming to my door. I was scared of the gang stalkers and the Doxxers coming to my door. I'm making this video because this is very serious. Now, my support system and friends earlier today said I might be getting a migraine. Now, I've already had TMJ, which is lockjaw from stress. I'm already fully disabled with autoimmune problems, endometriosis, and asthma. I have bronchial asthma and allergies. If I get too stressed, I go into an asthma attack. Now I'm already stressed because you see a cigarette in my hand. Now the gang stalkers have given away my home location. When I'm a public figure. My home location has to be private. I'm a whistleblower to child trafficking and satanic ritual abuse. These are this is a big deal what I'm trying to do. Because I was trafficked for 37 years, I exposed mind control projects. This is a very serious topic. This is not for the weak at heart or weak stomach. It's really tough. And I talk about them and I share my own experiences. I'm going to put the last video on private and I'm going to make it over again just so I can repeat myself. I told Nancy and my live chat room, and I'm going to put it on private, that I was feeling stress. I started to lose my bladder control, I think last week. You guys would remember. Or was it only a couple of days ago? Okay, my cat's dying of oral sarcoma, cell carcinoma. She can't swallow. I can't leave her alone. I won't leave her alone. She's a member of my family. Now, I've needed my support system and you guys on YouTube. I'm not leaving my house. And how else would I talk to you guys? Come on. So, the Doxxers have really put me in a predicament where I'm stressed. Now my cat's dying of cancer, and worse yet, yesterday. Yesterday, I remember taking aspirin in the morning for my headache, and I never take anything. I don't, except for kratom and medicinal cannabis, which I am awaiting my card. Yesterday, I was waiting for 2 very important and expensive packages. Thank God they put it in my mailbox. Today, I'm waiting for an even more important package. I'm only praying they make sure to put it in my mailbox and not slam it somewhere else. I'm so scared that somebody is going to steal it from me. I'm absolutely terrified because this is Keeper's pain medicine, Sava's pain medicine, my cat, because she's dying. I can't leave her alone. And you guys haven't been leaving me alone because I've needed you. So Nancy, this beautiful woman who I am learning trust with and friendship, she said, Holly, you're getting a migraine. It's the stress. And Holly, you're losing your bladder control. Now I'm going to put the last video on private. It was really long, and that's kind of between us, okay? It's not really for the public. It's one of those had to be there type things where you were supporting me. And you saw how many times I ran and urinated in the bathroom. The second that feeling hit, I kid you not, I couldn't get my sweatpants off fast enough. Oh, and then they tie. You ever try to untie your sweatpants and then it gets ended up tied in a worse knot than it was? That happened happened to me, and oh my God, it's so embarrassing. This happened to me when I was in the ICU with a collapsed lung. They had machines on my legs to make sure the circulation kept going. They almost had to put a tube in my lungs. At that time, I was losing my bladder. And now it's happening again. My throat's closing. Having my home location given away. You have no idea how much I turned my life upside down. And the duress from that. God's good, heartbeat, God's good, hallelujah, God's good, heartbeat, God's good, hallelujah. Today I'm waiting for another important package. And I keep running outside, and I would be anyway because of the extreme importance of this package. And that's it. I'm a mother, so I need my package for my baby. And this is just who I am as a person. Anyway, so the Doxxers really put me in a bad predicament. They really did. I called my attorney about it on several occasions because of the gang stalkers. And speaking of which, I'm going to give her a call. I'm going to give her a call again to touch base. So I spoke with her last month a couple of times in December. I told her everything that was going on. But I'm going to touch base with her this month. Yes, I have her under retainer. No, I did not pay the whole retainer. But it's enough that she answers my phone calls and answers all my questions, like, immediately. I love the woman. Okay, I don't want to bother my cat. Look. All right. My call goes well. So what I need to get on is my thank yous and food stamps. So, and I'm going to do that now at 12:30. So I acknowledge that the headache is here on the front of my forehead. It goes around the top of my head and it hits my neck. And it goes shooting down my spine. And so I'm losing my bladder the second I have to pee. I literally have to go running. Like, I feel like it, I have to go running. So this is a lot of stress for me. I want to make note so my support system knows what is going on. But also I'm safer if you guys know what's going on, you know? So this is why I'm telling you. All right, I always used to. I could go for a light massage right between my shoulder blades. I don't want to take a shower because that might hurt right now. I have to remember to stay hydrated because I took a Sudafed. I left my orange juice out overnight. Orange juice goes bad left out overnight, right? I got to throw it out. Darn it. I fell asleep on that one. What a waste of money. So, oh, really? Wow. A jack of all trades, so to speak. Wow. So I think that people probably saw the title of The Losing Bladder and completely ignored it, but I think with Seva dying and her swallowing is noticeably worse, and me waiting on the package and other things going on that I can't really talk about, but they're all coming down on top of me. I'm already fully disabled with autoimmune problems, bronchial asthma, severe allergies, irritable bowel syndrome, endometriosis, migraines, lockjaw. I have Baker cysts behind each knee and in my spine, a bulging disc or two, a pretty sick kitty, and a mailman I'm waiting on, and a bunch of people that have ill intention towards me. And I'm trying to dodge them to make sure I get my package. So, as you can, but anyway, I would be out by the mailbox anyhow. Please guide us, our Redeemer, please. So, thank you, Nancy, because I want to acknowledge. I'm going to put the last video on private. It's just with my friends and us. I have to take that call. I got to take other calls too, but I don't. I need my clones. Where are my clones? Put the video on private, and then there was something else. Oh, they do sing to me, Nancy. When I got here and I heard them play the first day, I gotta be honest. I was down on my knees praying, and I knew they were for me. I knew it. That's why Abba brought me here, next to two churches. Are you kidding me? That's right up my alley. Right up my alley. Right where I want to be. Right? Just a shame that they're empty. Okay, so that's on private. It's just, this is my channel. Okay, lives. Is it on private? Private. Okay, I'm going to put the one from last night on private. It's really just me sharing with you, not really for the public. Okay, we're good. So, okay, PayPal is pulled up. There's so many people I gotta thank. My info isn't correct. Gee, thanks. I don't even know what my info is. Usually it's password protected by fingerprint. I gotta remember all this stuff. Hey, Misty, I love you too. It's good to see you. So, I want to get the words to them. I end up making my own words up because I don't know them. I know a couple words, but I'll sing to Yeshua, my golden bow. He's mine. I love him. I worship him. Yud Hey Vav, like there's one pop song on the radio. It's like a pop song, but I changed the lyrics around to say Yud Hey Vav Hey rules me. Yeshua reigns me. Holy Spirit rocks my world. What do I say? Yeshua, I love you, my golden bow. Yeshua, I love you, my golden bow. But I made up my own lyrics to the song. So a lot of times I just like to listen to the music behind it and make up my own lyrics. And boy, oh boy, so I haven't eaten yet today. I got to take my vitamins. And I need to spend time in front of my computer. Safi was on the phone with me, and I couldn't sit still for 4 hours. She hung on in there with me. And I'd no sooner sit down than find a reason to get right back up. And she tolerated me. The only thing she did not tolerate was that condemning spirit. And she immediately stopped the spin. She'd be like, Holly. She's like, I'm not judging you, but stop right now. Stop. First of all, I'd already given bad thoughts way too much thought. And she would just stop the programming, stop the demonic attack, but also stop my self-destruct and self-sabotage. I will, Nancy. So I'm trying to, all right? Got the banana out, my 2 raw eggs, 2 cups of milk out. And Nancy, what I do is I put this in it. Okay, so I have this. I wanted to get the greens plus protein because I don't get vegetables. But I take this. They're good vitamins, multivitamin. I take krill oil for my heart because this was sticking out to me for some reason. Now, this is something I wanted. This was selfish needs. I wanted saw palmetto for my hair. And then I'd gotten these for Sava, but she can't take them, so I take them. I think they might be helping me a little bit. So I don't have class. She doesn't want it. Won't go near it. But I thought maybe if she's not getting enough food, no, doesn't want it. But I got. Oh, this is the kind Nancy, this is the one I wanted, but they didn't have any. But I know Garden of Life is a good brand because I looked up what brands are good because Walmart and ShopRite always have the worst. But there's been some stressful events in the personal life that I can't really talk about, but I don't want to. Privately, sure, but it's getting to me and it's showing in my physical body, with the gang stalkers. Now Sava's sick and I'm waiting for her package. And that's not me. I'm not getting Prime. I'm not Amazon Prime. Heavenly Abba, I come before you. You showed me this yesterday. I know you did. You showed me one delivery bright, and then you showed me a second delivery dark. And I humbly come before you. I repent for my sins. Please wash and cover me in the blood of the Lamb so my prayers can reach your throne room and so I can speak to you in Yeshua's name. Don't worry, I got a shirt on under this. So, you're not going to say anything. Yesterday, I asked, and I come before you now, please send down your warring angels and stand guard around Sava's package. And please make sure it gets here. And when it gets here, please signal to me the warring angels are here. So I look for them and find the package. Love you so much, Abba. Yesterday, he showed me 2 deliveries. One delivery package, a man carrying a box. It was bright colored. And then he showed me a second delivery. It was a man carrying a box, but it was dull colors. And right off the bat, I thought, okay, so I'm going to get a package today, and then I'll get a package tomorrow. I was expecting this package, all 3 packages yesterday. The pharmacy messed up and sent hers out late, so now here I am at it again at the mailbox. But I used to be like this as a teenager because I had a boyfriend in New Mexico and he would write me. So I was always excited to get the mail, but especially now because this is Sava's pain meds. So thank you for telling me to breathe because that's panic. Greta, I saw you come in and I was so happy to see you. Sorry I didn't say hi sooner. I love you. So I put the video that we did earlier on private. That's just like for us. It's not, like I said, for the public, but I really appreciate the companionship and the camaraderie because this is my family, as you see. I'm not lying. That's my family portrait. Okay. And she's been doing a lot of sleeping, but I know it's winter. I got such a headache. Here, look, I can prove I didn't overdo it on Coke. Look, see, I bought that bottle with you guys this morning. I didn't have that much. I'm pretty, I don't think that Satan can use this as an addiction against me anymore. So Greta the Kratom. Greta. I did it again, Greta. I did it again. I've been killing the Kratom. I've been killing the alkaloids in it. The water's too hot today. The water was like lukewarm. Literally, I'm surprised that the sugar even melted. It was lukewarm. Well, anyways, I was drinking the Kratom. Well, wouldn't you know it? Wouldn't you know it? My mouth, my tongue, and the back of my throat started getting numb. I was like, oh, no way. So all these days that I've been scarfing down the Kratom, I've been killing the alkaloids and I've not been getting the benefit. And no wonder why I went and wasted money yesterday and today to get a bottle. They're like $15, $20. I don't want to waste money like that. But I was aching for some pain relief. You know, I feel like with the Kratom, I'm a little bit more sharper. More awake, more alert, more perked up, so to speak. So this has all gone to me and it's showing physically. I put it in private. Yes, what was the other thing I was supposed to do? I put the video on private. We checked. I don't remember. There's a second thing I was going to do. Caffeine helps migraines. Yeah, I remember that. I took an aspirin, just one. I took an aspirin. I took a Sudafed. I was thinking maybe dehydration. I kind of wish my bed was in there because Keeper could lay on top of it and I could tell her, when you see the mailman, come bark. She chases after that mailman. Even on the street, she goes after the truck. I have to make sure I got that extension leash on lock. So at this time, hey, Keepy, my pretty girl, I love you. Oh, sweetie pies. Oops, sorry, honey. I haven't gotten her medicine. She's got medicine, but I haven't gotten it in the past 2 months, which means I missed 2 prescriptions, which means I could have stocked up on 2 of her prescriptions. So when shit hits the fan, I would have had 2 months of her prescriptions. But I didn't have it $240 last month. Well, $120 last month and $120 this month. That's $240. And no, he won't give me a prescription to go somewhere else so I can use coupons. I have to use his pharmacy. Don't worry, everything you see behind me is a picture, painting, decorative, fake. Definitely fake. I don't have anything real except for me, Keeper, and Saver, and my Holy Bible. So, what was the other thing? I wanted to make this video to document what I'm going through. You know, I've been sick this year with the TMJ, and then it was a sinus infection turned migraine, but I'm starting to think it was COVID. I mean, I was flat in bed, and I needed pain pills, and nobody would give it to me. If I need a pain pill again, I'm going to have to go to a hospital, but I'm going to have to just point blank say, listen, I went to Hunterdon. They gave me medicine that gave me such extreme vertigo. It felt like they overdosed me. There's only a couple of things I can take. But you know what? If you give me like 2 doses of it, you're going to knock this headache right out of me, and I'm not going to be back. And I haven't been to a doctor in I don't know how long. Well, yeah, I did try to go, but they gave me the wrong medicine and I just white knuckled it. But I can't keep white knuckling it. I can't physically do it. You know, and I honestly feel like I would like to have a week's worth of my old prescription of oxycodone. It was 30 milligrams and like two Valium per day. I would like my old prescriptions back for only like 7 days a week, maybe 2 weeks. That would be nice. Now I could take a break from kratom. I'd probably take a break from smoking, which I'm not always into smoking as it is. I want to quit the cigarettes, and the cigarette smoking is from the stress too that I've been going through. And sorry again for the last video. I lost my chat room. When it buffers, I always run that risk. Thank you for being so sweet and encouraging to me, Amanda. I'm really humbled and grateful because you've been like, you've been here with me like every second, and you've been so sweet to me, and you compliment me. And well, we just met. Well, not just met, but you know. Who is that? Somebody sent me a text message the other day, and I said, "Who is this?" And they never answered me back. I was like, "Uh-huh." It wasn't a bad text message. They were sending me a link, but I wanted to know who had my number. I know a lot of people got my. If we're gonna go through a dark out phase, I'd better, you know what, take all your phone numbers and print them out. I gotta go see that judge. I really need to postpone it because I can't leave my cat to go all the way to photocopy these papers. I'm not even doing my laundry. I'm not even doing my laundry. If I had money, I'd run to Walmart and just buy a thing of new underwear and a thing of socks for $10. The only problem is at Walmart, they never have small. I'm not an extra small. They're a little bit too little. Well, right now I'm so skinny, it's all right, but I'm just a small in their underwear. Sometimes in their bins, they have a couple good ones for like $2 each. And I'm like, wow, it's all cotton. It's almost like what you'd find at Victoria's Secret, except better. Like, really better. A couple of their thongs and their cheeky underwear. But, and I wouldn't have to worry about doing laundry. Well, now I got another sweatshirt in there. I got a ton of undershirts too. Like these things. I got a lot of them. And then I just like reuse the outside one over and over and over until I notice that I stink. I take a shower. I don't remember when I took a shower last. Was it yesterday? No, I didn't get a shower yesterday. I better do that today because that's a part of me taking care of myself, and that's a part of my prayer and fasting, says Abba. Brush your teeth and take care of yourself. Care about yourself and get rid of your mustache. That way you'll feel like a pretty girl. I wish I could just get it waxed, but I mean, I can feel it. It's that long. You should have seen when I plucked my nose hairs. I was like, damn, that's like a quarter of an inch long, maybe a half an inch long. Not that we need to talk about this. But, you know, I stand at a distance from the camera, so my cameras are fuzzy. I can play it off a little. Like, I don't look too bad right now. I'm sure if I play back the video, I will. I look like a mess. You just got rid of your unibrow. Yeah, at least mine isn't too bad. I got this here, though. That. I usually take the lady to it to get it out. At one point in my life, I was like, oh my gosh, it looks like I got a beard. And I'm a wop, so you know I'm hairy. And I'd rather rip it out. That way it grows back finer versus like shaving or anything or waxing it. Because that way it rips it out. I heard when they wax your upper lip, when they use that chemical to stop the burn of the wax and the ripping, that chemical in itself makes your hair grow back twice as fast. I don't know if that's true or not, but yeah, it does, and it goes slow. That's why it hurts so much. Waxing is over a lot quicker. Uh-huh. And I gotta make sure my hairline is even. Like, there's that. And then you see this side, like, okay, so that's there. And then I'm gonna have to, like, hurt myself to get rid of that right there. That's gonna hurt. To make sure it's even, right? Like, boy, I'm really lopsided. I gotta even myself out. I don't know. No. Well, the good thing about it is the package should be small enough to fit in my mailbox. And my mailbox, I put letters on it, big letters, so you know it's mine. I always make sure I have the windows open for them. Animals get depressed when they don't have sunlight. My mother's dog is so depressed every time I come in that house, that little pug. And he ran right up to me. Oh, you spoil him, you spoil him. I'm like, oh, I'm nice to him. I fuss around with them. You're supposed to be, oh, you cute little thing. They're like babies. If you treat an animal like a baby, oh, forget it. Forget it. When I treat them like they're newborn babies, oh, just so cute, I love you, they eat it up. And that's how I always treated them, was like that. You're just so cute, I love you. Yeah, they get in trouble. I do get mad, but boy, that keeper, I gave her a little spank on the butt, a little tap. But yeah, like, oh, they love it. They eat it up. I mean, and then it just makes for a better relationship because then they follow me around, you know? And because, like, if I walked into a room, I'd always be poking at Sava. I would headbutt her. And then if I took a nap and fell asleep, she'd come right in the middle of my nap and headbutt me and do it right back. So I learned don't headbutt the cat when she's napping because she'll come back and ruin your nap too, just like you did hers. That's why I call her my little shit. She's just the cutest cat ever with a huge personality. She's got the personality of a tiger, okay? She really does. That little shit. Smart. She knows. She knows. She's gotten in trouble a couple of times. But so with I fix my mop. Hang on, and it's a mop right now. This is what I should do, is take you guys over to the computer. And so long as I don't say anything out loud, I can basically do with you guys what Safi and I did yesterday. Everybody wants to know what it's like for healing, curing, and recovery. It's just like this. I'll be pacing in my kitchen like I do on YouTube, which makes people dizzy. And then I'll go to do something and start typing on the computer, and you'll hear me. And I'll even tell you I'm putting up a post on Facebook or whatever. I'll read it out loud. We'll talk about my dreams, what I'm doing with Abba, what's not going on in my personal life. Yeah, exactly that. What's not going on in my personal life. Demonic attacks, what's happening out in the world, or what we talk about, what's going on with them, what they're doing, how their family is. So, and then, like throughout the conversation, like me, I'll stop and I'll shoot up a few lines as a prayer to Heavenly Abba. I don't always start a conversation off with it or end with it. But if I feel the need right then and there, I'll shoot up a couple of lines of a prayer with that person so they know exactly what I'm praying. But I won't really interrupt the conversation for 15 minutes of prayer, but I'll say a few sentences while we're talking about different stuff. Or they'll stop and be like, Holly, I got to say this real quick. In Jesus' name, blah, 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 Selah. And then we'll carry on. So, it's not really theatrical. Sometimes, the only theatrical part is the emotional roller coaster, the physical disabilities that come along, the muscle memory from the trauma and torture, the memories of the trauma and torture. So a lot of it, I've had Safi on the phone and ended up, she heard me vomiting in the toilet before, And then after I was done vomiting, it was all right. And then we commenced talking. But can you guys hear me? Because that would be perfect if something went wrong. I bet it did. Got it. I wish I could print this out. That would make it easier. I got to introduce myself to children in a cage. All right, so I start from, it's not too bad. It's really not. Boy, I could have had this done 3 weeks ago, a lot sooner. It's not that much work, but I'm making a mountain out of a molehill. It's time consuming, but not that bad. That's exactly what I'm doing, Nancy, is my paperwork. I'll see you later, Greta. I'm probably going to get going too, but that's exactly what I'm doing, is my paperwork. I just saw your comment come up. And a part of my paperwork is I have a group called Children in a Cage. It's a private MK Ultra group. Okay, and I am running a live stream at the moment. Hi, Lynn. So, I have a group. Well, I started it up, but then I asked people, I need help because I don't know what I'm doing. So I asked a few core people like Rita, Greta, Brandy. I was like, can you help me do this? Because I want to make something of it. The first two times I had an MK Ultra support group for the actual survivors, it was infiltrated from the get go. It was infiltrated from the get go, and I ended up shutting it down because relationships ended up getting alienated and terminated. And I ended up playing referee more than I felt like it was a support group. It was playing referee and people complaining to me, and it was nonstop, day and night. Both the first two times it flopped. So the second time, somebody set the actual page itself up. They got on Facebook, and I let them sit at my computer, and they set the page up. But then I brought all of my favorite friends on. Survivors, people I knew that were interested in MK Ultra and Super Soldier projects. I brought everybody in. Professors of universities. I brought Gregory Reed in. I brought Rita in. I brought a few great people in. Oh man, there are a few great, but it was the best of the best of the best of the people I met. I'm not sure that the SIIU team accepted just because they have a formal, they're a ministry, so they're not just going to be a part of a random group, even no matter how well they know me. And I respect that about the SIIU team. I understand a little bit of how they work, and I've actually kind of taken up their ethics and principles and same opinions as well when it comes to what they do, and I see why they do that. So I try to stay in agreement with them because what they do makes sense. But so as far as my group, I picked out a few people, and I was like, listen, if you're a survivor or you're a counselor. But right now we're undergoing changes. We are making changes to the group. So unless you're a survivor or a counselor, we're changing the group around. Um, I remember one person complaining. So the third time I got the MK Ultra group, the third time, it's been a success. It really has, and we've had it since March or April of 2020, the Roaring 20s. So it's been a success. It really has been. I'm so grateful for the people in it. And being safe to Yeshua is not a requirement, but we're going to be talking about them. However, you have to be a survivor or like a counselor. We're not going to have it open anymore to people who are just researching the topic. That's a big change. Some people might be offended, but see, we're trying to create a more safe climate for the survivor to really focus on them and to make them feel safe. Um, so we're really getting into the nitty gritty and not, but we are a private, closed group. But if you, as a survivor, are not saved to Yeshua, that I don't think that that's a pre-requirement. At least it should not be a pre-requirement. Um, just the fact that you're a survivor, you still deserve healing and curing and therapy. So being saved to Jesus isn't a requirement. Everybody has a right to healing, curing, and therapy and becoming whole again. We all have that right. So, but as far as, the mods and admins, yeah, I'm going to expect them to have a relationship with Yeshua like I got. And they do. At least I think they do. At least that's what I see from here. They're spot on. Um, I gotta call Nikki and apologize to her. My head is banging. My head is banging. Well, anyway, I got to reintroduce myself to the group and say, hi, I'm the one that brought all you guys here. How you doing? My name's Holly Baglio. I met the best people in the world. See, Nancy, I no sooner sit down and get started than I will find a reason to get up and move. Okay, so I got into PayPal. I assessed the damage. It's probably going to take me 30 minutes, and then I'll be done with it. You would think that it would take me 5 hours. It's felt like it. Okay, I got to throw that chicken out because it's been sitting there too long. Oh, and my pot roast is getting old. I'm going to have to... I don't even remember when I made my pot roast. How long does pot roast last? Because it still smells good. All right, so I do have to get going because I have to miss the phone message, and I really have to check out the phone message. So, but do you guys know how long pot roast will last once it's cooked? Smell it? It smells great. I cooked it in vinegar. Shouldn't that preserve it for a while? It smells like pot roast. It smells good. It smells sweet. I don't see anything on it. See? It's not covered in sauce. I put the sauce in another container. That smells so good. Ooh, I want to have that with this. But usually by the time I get done, well, I should make it with this because if I only eat the pot roast, then that's all I eat. But if I put the noodles with it, I will pick for the noodles and I will have room for the noodles. All right, guys, bear with me. I have to take a phone call. But before I do that, actually 2 phone calls, I'm going to make myself something to drink and eat. And then I'm going to sit at that computer and get my emails done. But I have to take a phone call. Oh, geez, my milk's getting old. Oh, shoot. Uh-oh. That's not good. They're not going to stay fresh now. I broke my vitamin bottle. It fell. And it broke the glass, the plastic cap broke. All right, so I can't leave it there. I wish I could. I got too much stuff here. All that milk, and I should have had it drank by now. Let's see. Well, oops. Making a mess. That's right, because I have to clean it anyway. But still, I need a maid. I was thinking if I had to go to the laundromat, what I could do is put my camera on the floor wherever she is, and then run a live stream that's like unlisted, but give myself the link so I could watch it, and then I could watch Save It while I'm at the laundromat. But I don't think that's going to work. I really don't. There she is. She just got up. What are you doing? What you doing, pretty girl? Aw, I love you. Hi, honey bunnies. How are you? How you feeling, sweetie pie? How you doing? You want to come up on the windowsill, or you want some more food? Oh boy, we got tons of stuff for you. Where did her food go, though? I thought I had another bowl for her. Sorry, Save It. Where's her? I'm losing my mind, guys. One, two, oh, here you go. You want to try this? She's like, no, Holly. I could give her milk, right? Maybe that's not too watery enough. Look at this. See, I'm not going anywhere from my cat. I am not going anywhere from this cat. I don't want to miss her one waking second. Hey, Brian. Thank you. I'll make sure it doesn't have chunks in it. You want to try this? Want to try to eat? You don't have to. I just thought I'd offer it to you if you wanted it. Score, she took it. She took it. Man, I'm aggravated. That new Brita filter, it didn't turn back to green. I bind and cast it down in Yeshua's name. They're sending their spies out. What am I doing? Uh-oh, somebody's spying on me. Is that the gang stalking commencing? Because I know it's happening, and it's making me extremely nervous. That's why I'm like making sure I have somebody on the phone with me, actually preferably cameras at all times, and it's really making me a nervous wreck. I have enough going on with my family member of my household sick and dying of cancer. I can't leave. I'm not leaving her for like 2 seconds. You know what? This is just not a good time for people to rely on me. I have to be honest, and other people are going through such a hard time too, and I'm praying for them. But Save is dying of cancer. They will be okay. I have to cook my chicken tenderloins tonight. You know what? Maybe I'll make like chicken teriyaki, like hibachi chicken with the hoisin sauce and soy sauce. And then that's what I'll make. But I got that pot roast, but I gotta cook the chicken tenderloins either way, so I could cook them and then, you know, I'll always reheat them tomorrow, but at least they're cooked now. All right, so hold your ears. Hold your ears. Oh, forgot. Haha, the secret ingredient. You only need a drop or two of vanilla, and not imitation vanilla. That stuff sucks. Oh, that's just a little bit of powder. It looked like it was a huge chunk. Okay, hang on. Uh, darn, what's going on? Now it's light and frothy. There's no banana chunks in it. Oh, actually, I want to use the other glass. I'll use it. I don't like that dish detergent I got. I don't like, it doesn't clean my dishes very well. This usually comes to like 2.5 glasses. But it's like all light and frothy. It feels like you're drinking air. I can't give Sava this because it's got my protein in it, right? If it was just the eggs and you can give a cat raw chicken, right? Because the other day she ate it up. I was giving her bacon, but I should have gotten sodium-free bacon because they're not supposed to have human salt. All right, breakfast at 1:30 in the afternoon. I wonder why I'm not getting stuff done. Oh, jeez. I don't know if I want to take melatonin again or if it was just the night last night, but falling asleep. I had night terrors of people busting down my door and beating me up or coming in like a strike team and attacking me with guns, and just had all sorts of bad nightmares. And it's hard to take pills with this stuff because it's so light and frothy. I gotta check the litter box to see how much she went to the bathroom. Right, I didn't take my vitamins today, did I? No, I didn't take my vitamins today. That must have been yesterday morning that I was thinking about. Just double checking. Oh. All right, I'll tell you what. This is actually a really good breakfast. If I make sure to drink all of it, which my stomach's like at that point, if I get all of it down, it's actually really quite filling. Oh, look at the dishes piling up. Oh, I can't. You're in there. Yeah, bye, guys. See you later. You like my apron? Uh, right, so second glass to get down the hatch. You know what'll make this better? It's always good to have a side with the meal. You know, with the pot roast, I should have noodles and corn. And I always have room to fit another side, right? So, cheesy poofs. These are the really good kind. I want to go back to the dollar store and get more. Now I just have to take my dandelion root. Alright, you know what? I'll slow down with gulping that down, because as soon as I get it down, I gotta make a couple of phone calls. But once I'm finished with the phone calls, I can come back on YouTube, try to get my work done. Because I have to do it today. I only have 3 days left. 4 days left. That's a good idea, eating these. Because then I'll get thirsty. I don't want the rest of that. My nutritionist is going to be so proud of me if she saw this video. Huntress is my nutritionist. And I like her. She never belittles me for being too skinny. She doesn't make me feel bad. She helps me to work around it. And she knows if I gain weight, the most I'm going to gain is 20 pounds. So it's not going to be no 50 or 60. Mine, I was small frame. Small frame. My sister has a medium build. I stand next to my sister, and it looks like if she went, she'd blow me over. Knock me over. So, I could stand 20 pounds. Maybe 25. We'll start with the 20. Yeah, 20 pounds would be perfect. 25 pounds would be a bit too much. I was only ever 120, 125 when my body, in high school, I was on so much prednisone because I was sick with asthma so much. Anyway, prednisone, it bloats you. I got up to 130, 135 pounds, and I kid you not, I have stretch marks on my hips from when I got up to 130, 135. That is too much weight for my body. My skin won't even handle it. I'm serious. I got stretch marks when I weighed 130, 135. So I only need 20 pounds because then I'll go up to 124. Actually, I might only need to gain 12 pounds. 12 to 15 pounds because I got on the scale the other day and it said I went from 104 to 108. So I only need 15 more pounds. That's not so bad. So let's help it move along. Yummy to my tummy. Best part. Easy close. Keeper likes to eat them. My dog will eat anything. Ah, those are good. My stomach's upset right now. Ugh. I ate too much all at once. Now I feel like throwing up. I have my chat back, Roxanne. It's great to see you, sweetheart. I love you, Skylar. I'm praying for you, honey. And Jeremy. Mm. Uh-oh. Yeah, that was a little bit too much too fast. And I still have my three dandelion root pills. And I still got half a glass to go. Oh, I forgot. I added that protein in there. I feel like I'm going to throw up. Oh, God, I hope I don't. Maybe I just need to be burped. Because that's so frothy. Oh, this is a real uncomfortable feeling. I did not see this one coming at all. Usually I can get 2 glasses of that down, no problem. But I added that protein. Ooh, that's heavy. Don't growl at me right now. She probably's got to go out, and I probably got to check the mail anyway. I need my package. I wonder if I have enough battery in my cell phone. Yeah, I could wait till I feed her at 3:30, take her out, and then I can take her out one more time tonight. Hey, Zoraida, I was praying for you. Jamaican flour, okay. Clean my bladder naturally is a red flour Mexican section. They sell it in the supermarket. Okay, Jamaican flour, Jamaica flour. Tea. Okay. Thank you. Ooh, I'm going to sit down for a couple minutes. Yeah, and it won't be at the computer because every time I sit at the computer, I just jump up. Oh, I did not expect that to upset my stomach like that. I want to finish the other half of that cup, though. Abba. Oh, she probably wants to go out. Have spiritual attack. I pray, Heavenly Abba, I come before you. I lift up Zoraida, her loved ones, and the fur babies, too, if they have them. I bind and cast down powers, principalities, fallen angels, known as aliens, and demonic spirits from attacking Zoraida and her loved ones. Please send down your warring angels and give Zoraida and her loved ones sanctuary and protection. Please have them minister to them and protect Zoraida's family. And when they bind and cast down the darkness, please have your warring angels to help them reinforce it. And if there's anybody astral traveling, remote viewing, astral projection, people love to project themselves on you, and sending telepathic messages, will you please have your warring angels to sever all cords, ties, bonds, and devices and escort that person off Zoraida's property, off my property too, if it's happening to me. In Yeshua's name I pray. Heavenly Abba, earlier when I started this video, I saw a spy, a black blob, a black morph flying through the air, and I can't help but think that the enemy is sending out their spies on me. And that's a really uncomfortable feeling to me. I do not like it. Please send down your warring angels to protect me. Please keep me, keeper, and save on my household, my intentions, my possessions, my packages. Please keep us invisible to the enemy. Please take your sword and stab it in the ground between me and the enemy, and please do not let the enemy cross your sword to attack me physically, mentally, spiritually, or emotionally, or in any other capacity. Heavenly Abba, I ask you to take my third eye and all of my chakras and take them up to heaven. I don't need them. You can have them. And I don't want somebody attacking them and the program that they were subjected to and trying to really devastate me. If the kingdom of darkness is trying to trigger our MK Ultra programming, Heavenly Abba, I pray that you send down Yeshua so he can hold us. Please, please, please have our companion, the Holy Spirit, have a heavy presence in our life. May you sound louder. May we see you more clearly. And may you have a heavy presence in our life. Heavenly Abba, when you have that heavy presence and we know you're there, and that's pretty powerful, Heavenly Abba. Please keep us close to you. We worship, praise, glorify, and love you, Abba. You, Heavenly Abba, Yud-Hey-Vav-Hey, for Yeshua HaMashiach. It's you. You're number one. You're everything. And life is about you, and I want me and my life to revolve around you. In your holy, 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 perfect saving name. I love you, my golden bow. In Yeshua's name, our Lord and Savior, the one true living, infinite God and Creator, him in human form, in Yeshua's name, Selah. Oh, guys, get this. I gotta go. Greta, I have to go. But I was going to shut down anyway, but Greta, as soon as I hang up this live stream, I got to take Keeper for a walk. Will you stay on the phone with me? My cell phone's going to die, but I have enough battery to talk to you and take her for a walk. So long as I go right now. I love you guys. I'll see you later.